Hi, this is Terry Bay of Terry Bay Needlework Designs, and welcome to my stitch guide. If you have any questions about what you see today, you can either email me or contact me through my website, both of which you see right in front of you there. Okay, today, continuing with some Hardanger filling stitches. This one is a whipped spider. It sounds like we're doing really bad things to a spider, but there are actually two types of spider you can do, a whipped and a woven. This one I'm showing you today is a whipped. As you can see, I have already wrapped 2 sets of bars. Now I'm wrapping all 4 threads at once instead of just 2. Most of the time we'll do 2 sets of 2. In this one, I'm doing all 4 at once. So I've already done 2, and I am wrapping the 3rd one to the center. All right, I've gotten to the center. Now I need to add some twisted spokes because we need more than just a few bars to make a spider. Spider has 8 legs. We're going to make 8 legs. So we've got 4 bars. I'm sorry, this is getting really fiddly. There we are. Now to add the twisted spokes, I'm going to come up in the center here. Let's put that a little closer. There we go. Oh, and that wrap went over the wraps instead of the bar, so just take it with your needle, fingernail if you have it, and make it go where you want it to. There we are. All right, so I've come up in the center. Now I'm going to go down in one of the other corners and come back up again. You can drop it down and then come up if you want. So there is a spoke. To make it a twisted spoke, really simple. Just wrap your thread around it another time, or 2, however many you want. Come back right up in that center again. Oops, not too tight. Normally I'd have a lot more stitching around here to help stabilize my fabric, but for these videos it's just an open grid, so the threads will migrate more than they will on a finished piece. 2 spokes. Back up in the center. Third spoke. And yeah, you kind of figured out what I'm doing here. 1 more spoke. And then, of course, you drop your needle. Always happens, right? In classes, I joke that it's proximity to the teacher. Anytime I get close to someone, they end up dropping their needle, or the thread knots, or the needle becomes unthreaded, just because the closer the teacher gets, the more problems you have, so it's proximity to teacher. Anyway, here we go. We've got 8 legs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the 8th. 3 of these bars are already wrapped, and then we've got 2 twisted spokes and 1 unwrapped. Now we're going to start from the center. A spider can be done either clockwise or counterclockwise. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be going counterclockwise. So I've come up. Also doesn't matter where I start. So this is kind of a 1 step back, 2 steps forward. Sounds kind of awkward, but here I've come up. I'm going to go around my first bar. So you see how that's gone around. Whoop, there we go. I've gone around it. So it will be wrapped. So I've gone over one and I'm going under two. I've gone over the wrapped bar, then under the bar and under the next spoke. And you come through. Now this I do not pull tight because you want the legs of your spider to stay pretty much in place. You don't want to make them twist to the side. So now I'm going to go over the spoke, then back under that spoke, and under the bar. So I've gone over one, taken my step backwards, and now I'm taking 2 steps forward. Same thing again. Step backward over the bar, under the spoke. Step backward over the spoke, under the unwrapped bar. Now I'm going to step backward under the unwrapped bar, over the unwrapped bar, sorry, too many overs and unders, under the bar, under the spoke. Now this one I do pull a little tighter because I want to make that bar condense like I've made the other 2 condense, other 3, excuse me. So step back, under. Step back, under. Step back, under. And you got it. And now we just keep doing it until our spider gets nice and big. Step back, under. Step back, under. How big do you make it? Well, as big as you want to. I like to make mine, I like to fill the space. I will do mine till they pretty much come out and touch the outer border. Give that one a little extra tug. Step it back, under. Now, most of the time, too, when I am stitching this in hand, I will rotate it as I go so I'm not getting some of these awkward angles. But if I rotate as I go right now, then you can't follow what I'm doing. Yeah, see, that one's trying to move on me, so I scooch it back. It's one of the reasons I tend to keep my finger under things, is for me it helps me stabilize them quite a bit more than if there's just nothing under there. So just remember, step back, under 2. Step back, under 2. Now, normally, as I said, I would make this a lot bigger, but I think I'm going to go one more round and then show you how to finish it, because you want to see how to finish it. And that's actually quite easy to do. But I want to get it big enough here that you can see the effect. Get rid of some of my fabric fuzzies there too. So I'm going to go around once more. And then you do want to end at your unwoven bar. So I'm going to keep stepping back, under 2. Stepping back, under 2. Normally, yeah, for my preference, I would go a couple more rounds because I like a nice big fat spider, personally. Oops. But we'll get up here and say, okay, that's as big as I've decided this spider's going to be. Now to finish it and get to where I can continue stitching, I am merely going to wrap the rest of this bar till I get out to the edge of my fabric. Whether you have satin stitches out here or different woven bars or whatever it is. So there you go, whip spider front. Here's what the back looks like. And here's the front again. Thank you for watching.